Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Franklin TV's presentation of Franklin High School athletics. Tonight, we've got the King Philip Warriors in town to play our Franklin Panthers, #1 team in the state. 15-0 overall, 11-0 in the league. I'm Jay Horrigan, and I have a special guest with me tonight. Kevin Flannery has jumped over from the hockey side to the basketball side to assist us. Kevin, how are you?
Good. Special guest, but not an expert.
Yeah, well, he's as expert at basketball as I was when I did hockey with him, so it's time for me to pay my penance.
That's right. We got through it.
Yeah, that we did. All right, we're going to get ready to tip this off. KP comes in at 5-6, 7-8 overall. Official Jared Smaller tosses the ball, and he is joined on the court by Steve Young. Franklin wins the opening tip. Regular starting lineup for the Panthers. Olmstead, that's Olmstead right there, who passed the ball. Conlon, number 2. Justice Samuels, number 3. Caden Sullivan, number 1. Conlon for 3, near corner. Olmstead ends up with the ball. He's going to go to the basket. Kicks it out to Samuels. Samuels for 3. In and out, no good. And up the court comes KP. This is Nicastro, number 2. Assini, number 1. Number 3, Kilroy with the long shot. They've also got LaPlante out there, who's number 22. And I'm missing one more. Oh, number 4. LaPayne, not LaPlante, LaPayne. A couple of those names you'll recognize. They play football for King Philip. King Philip beating Franklin in the Thanksgiving Day game this year, then unable to win the Super Bowl against CM. But they had a great season. Drive to the basket there by Nicastro. And that's his last name. First name, Brandon Nicastro. That's going to be a foul on Conlon, I believe. His first, team's first. First one is no good off the back rim. You'll notice that Franklin is in their full Carolina blue uniforms tonight, which they obviously don't normally wear at home. They're normally at white. But tonight is Coaches versus Cancer Night with all the money to go to the Nick Strong Foundation. So the color for that foundation and the color that Nick always loved. He was a huge North Carolina fan, so they're wearing the Carolina blue tonight in honor of Nick and his foundation. Still scoreless. No, 1-0. I'm sorry. Oh, and that's going to be a charge taken by Olmstead as official Steve Young makes the call underneath.
Yeah, number 15, Olmstead, definitely took a hit for the team on that one.
He certainly did, and the good thing about it, Kevin, is that the last couple of games that played here, he's gotten off to a start where he's picked up 2 or 3 quick fouls. It's good to see him draw a foul and not commit one early on, because you need Olmstead in there. Last time these two teams met, Franklin did win. It's a few weeks ago. Obviously, Franklin has won every game except for one, but that was outside of the state of Massachusetts. Going to be an illegal screen here by number 2, Nicastro. So Franklin will inbound the ball on the near sideline. Olmstead will bring it over the division line. And Sullivan gets double team trapped. He's able to step through and get it to Conlon down to the corner.
No.
And no good on O'Donnell's jump shot. So Franklin a little off tonight so far in this shooting. Oh, almost a steal. But Conlon picks it back up. He goes to the basket and unable to put it in, but he gets fouled by LaPayne.
Yeah, Franklin 0 for 4 on three-pointers right now.
The other night when we had the girls' game on here, they were like 0 for 15 at one point, and then they hit a few. So their first foul shot, no good. Almost 3 minutes in, Franklin has not scored yet. So we'll see if Conlon can put this one down. And the game is tied at 1. Didn't think you'd be seeing a pitcher's duel tonight, huh, Kevin? Franklin playing their normal man-to-man trapping defense. Open shot there by Nicastro, no good. And Conlon comes up with the ball. He goes to the basket,
nice drive.
And it's good. Nice lefty layup. Franklin takes a 3-1 lead. Nicastro, kind of a stutter step there. He's able to lay it in over Olmsted, and he ties the score up at 3. Conlon into the corner to Sullivan. Oh, no good. Sullivan, nice pump fake. He got the defender up in the air and then stepped to the side, unable to put the shot down. Coach is looking for a carry on that one, and the official had his hand on the top of the basketball, so no call. Samuels goes to the basket. He gets fouled by Kilroy as Kilroy's right arm came down and hit Samuels as he was shooting. So he'll shoot 2. Zach Allen is getting ready to come in wearing a different number than normal. Zach Allen's normally number 4, but he's got 32 on, or 33 on tonight, which isn't part of Franklin's roster.
And I notice Samuels is normally 14, and he's
yeah,
and
he's in
tonight.
23.
It's just throwing me off. I mean,
I don't play. I know. Especially when you don't see him that often.
That's right.
Well, Kevin, at our age, anything will throw us off. Oh, nice pass outside. Long range shot by LePayne is no good. Rebound.
Oh, nice work.
Assini, and he's able to put it in. And KP takes a quick 2-point lead. Under 4 minutes left. Samuels goes to the basket. Conlon for 3, no good. Rebound Sullivan out to Olmsted. His shot was hit. Conlon gets the rebound. That's no good. Sullivan fights for it, and it gets away. And KP will go up court. LaPlante, no good. And Samuels with the rebound. Conlon kicks it up to Sullivan, who, from the FHS logo, sinks the 3. And if you can get Caden Sullivan going, that's always huge for this team. Olmsted gets the loose ball. He goes all the way to the basket, overpowers it, and LaPlante came up with the rebound for KP. Assini for 3, and it's good. 8-6. KP in the lead. 2:20 left in the opening quarter. Sullivan. Oh, that was a real nice block by Assini from behind. Got his hand on nothing but the ball. Samuels tried to draw the charge there on Nicastro. No call. And that's Zach Allen, no good. The rims are not very friendly so far tonight, Kevin.
I'll tell you, they're not shy about taking threes. And
no.
The thing is, if they're not going, though, you just keep shooting.
That's what these guys do. They'd almost rather take a 3 than a 2. And that's kind of the game now. Oh, and that shot by Assini, a 3 goes in, and Caden Sullivan's going to get called for the foul. There'll be 1 shot, so a chance for a four-point play. Coach Neely not overly excited about that call. Caden Sullivan talking to one of the officials to kind of find out what he did. And then also saying he got fouled at the far end is Assini puts the foul shot down, and it's 12-6 early on. And that's going to be an illegal screen against Conlon. It's Conlon's second foul, third one on the team, minute and a half left in the opening quarter. Here's Nicastro, gets it over to Kilroy, who gets it to Assini. And Ryan Evans is number 11 for the Warriors. Kilroy for three, sinks it. 15-6, big lead, 9-point lead early on for KP. Conlon for three, no good. But Kevin, like you said, they keep shooting them, and the thought is at some point they're going to fall. You hope they do. King Philip looking to take a double-digit lead here, and they do on the lay-in by Tommy Kilroy, 17-6 with 32 seconds left. Shot clock's off. Conlon straight out top. He's going to go to the basket. No good. Nice defense there by King Philip. Nicastro did a nice job keeping his possession. Coach Dave DeStefano yelling out instructions. Oh, errant pass there. Kilroy didn't see it coming.
Oh, yeah.
And Zach Allen lays it in and gets fouled.
Yeah, I was looking for the alley-oop there for a minute.
Yeah, well, foul ends up being on Nicastro, his second. And a sub will come in, I believe. Yeah, for Nicastro. LaPlante comes back in.
Franklin needed that in a big way.
Oh, absolutely.
Only 3.1 seconds left in the quarter, too, so that was a big play.
So Coach Neely was discussing something or yelling something because I believe LaPlante went out. No good. LaPlante went out, left the floor, went to the bench, and then they let him come back in. He ended up getting a warning. Coach Neely did. I'm not sure exactly what he was trying to argue or discuss with the officials, but it had something to do, I believe, Kevin, with the substitutions.
Way too technical for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You tell me. I mean, is Franklin typically a slow starter? Or
No, they've had some games where they've started slow. A lot of it revolves around number one, Caden Sullivan.
Yep.
If he hits his first couple of shots, they normally get out like a shotgun.
Yep.
If he doesn't, they struggle in the first half. I have not seen Caden have an entire bad game shooting. He's had a game that didn't seem like he was shooting well, and he ends up with like 28 points. That's the kind of player he is. He's good. He knows what he's doing. He has a lot of confidence in his game. That's why Endicott recruited him, and he's going to play there next year. So the original starting lineup, except for Olmsted, is out, and Zach Allen is in for the Panthers. As they'll try to cut into this 9-point lead. KP obviously starts with the ball. And that errant pass. Assini thought LaPlante was going to stay where he was. LaPlante started cutting to the basket, and the ball went out of bounds.
There we go.
Samuels for two. That's another one, Kevin. If they can get justice going, especially down low. The other thing that has been a tremendous key to this team this year, nice defense there, is Samuels and his blocked shots. He has a lot of these games had 5, 6, 7, 8 blocked shots, and they've been a huge difference. And that's going to be a foul. That's going to go against LaPlante for being on the back of Caden Sullivan. It's LaPlante's second foul coming into the game for KP is LaPayne for LaPlante. Too many laws here. I will definitely screw those names up at some point. Not sure you could say that on cable access. Looking to our director,
too late.
Chris Leveron. I've already said it. Yeah, it can't be beeped out. I'll see if I get a pink slip tomorrow. Allen unable to put that down, but it did look like number 11, Evans for KP, may have gotten a hand on it. Long range three, no good. Zach Allen with the rebound, a lot of contact coming up the court. It's going to end up going against number 5, Ryan Higgins for the Warriors.
Yeah, he could have got 2 fouls on that play.
He absolutely could have. And you could see, from our angle, we could see Zach Allen getting frustrated with him getting bumped so much, and Zach kind of gave him a little bit of a forearm to make it a little more dramatic there. Olmsted now underneath, no good.
Oh, nice play.
Justice with the rebound. Allen, Olmsted. Allen for 3.
Bang.
And he's good. So he's a guy that has been up and down this year, and part of it, Kevin, is he's had some ankle issues going back to just talking to his dad last week. Zach initially hurt his ankle back in the fall AAU basketball. And each time it seems like it's getting right, he goes in and he rolls it again.
Oh.
And he's at a point now where he's just going to play and deal with it.
Good D by Franklin on that possession.
So I would say one of the things that's huge for Franklin's success, not only tonight, but has been the entire season, has been their defense. It's very aggressive, but it normally doesn't result in a lot of fouls.
Oh, nice work.
Nice move by Samuels. So right now, Samuels and Zach Allen kind of taking the lead in the scoring here as Olmsted and Sullivan are not really hitting. So that's going to go against Olmsted. And the reason he bumped into the dribbler there is he tried to get in front of that screen, and it just didn't work for him.
Yeah, his leg was out there a little
bit. 3-point attempt, no good. Hits the back rim. Joseph Conlon with the rebound. Samuels, he's going to get fouled. And that's going to go against LaPayne, I think, yeah.
Yeah, Samuels, he takes that ball to the hoop strong.
He really does. And he's the tallest player on the team. Well, for the most part. They've got a young kid who's a freshman, number 25, Danny Santos. May not be wearing 25 tonight, but he's probably the tallest. But Samuels, of the players that play, Kevin, is by far the tallest, and he's very athletic. Alton with another deuce there. Now the score's tied up, 17-17.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Yeah. Kilroy with the ball being guarded by Allen. Huge size differential there, but Allen does a very aggressive job on defense. Unable, end up having a timeout. Prior to the inbounds, Coach Dave DiStefano calls a timeout for King Philip. First one.
Yeah,
19-17 our score.
Allen played good D on that last play. I liked it. You know, the kid scored over him, but I liked everything he did there.
They really, as I said earlier, they play good, aggressive defense, and it's 9 times out of 10, it's clean. or relatively clean. You know, it is
Clean enough.
yeah, clean enough for a high-level high school basketball game. You know, they don't get a ton of fouls called against them. So Dave DiStefano, the head coach for King Philip, and C.J. Neely and the whole Franklin crew, they know each other very well. They're all involved with the Take Charge AAU program. I've known Dave DiStefano as long as I've known C.J., and as good a guy as C.J., Dave DiStefano is probably right there, right next to him. Great couple of guys. Dave had either a year or two, a real good year at King Philip. And King Philip, since many years ago when they had the Lehman brothers, they did go to a state sectional final. That's back when we played North, South, Central, West. But they haven't been since there. Dave has had some success with them since he took over, and he's a great guy, and he's deserving of all the success he has.
Nice work.
Samuels, another basket. (19-19) our score. Nice defense down low. They help out so well on defense. There goes Zach Allen.
Get in there.
And can Zach track that down? He does. He's able to tip it to Sullivan, gets it in the corner to...
Boom.
That was Herndon. Herndon's in the game, number 3, Wyatt Herndon. I'm used to looking at the blue numbers, white shirts, so it takes me a minute. Well, it takes me more than a minute. Oh, nice drive there by Kilroy to lay it in. Franklin up 1, 22-21, 3.5 minutes left in this first half, which has moved fairly quickly. Goes out of bounds on Conlon's attempt to try to scoop it up and in. Kind of scooped that too high, and it went over the backboard. That's someone who just, at least on that shot, wasn't sure about his strength.
And when you hit the shot clock, that's usually not good.
Well, yeah. You don't expect many shot clock hits from an undefeated team.
Right.
And there's block number 1 for Samuels. Herndon gets it down to Zach Allen. Zach for 3.
Boom.
Good. Wow. Zach Allen is on fire, Kevin. The other thing, as we watch King Philip with the ball, the other thing, Kevin, about this team, and I'm sure you see it in hockey because you know those guys real well, and Coach Spillane and everything. These guys really reflect the attitude of their coaches. They're going to call a block on Allen. A lot of people, as you may be able to hear, do not care for that call.
Boy.
But the official came right up and called it right away.
Looked like he was standing there waiting for a bus for a while.
It did.
The bus came and rolled over him.
Yeah. But every one of these kids are just good kids. They take after Coach Neely and the entire staff, Chuck Allen and Tim Rogers, and a lot they take after assistant varsity coach Michael Doherty, who's real close to their age, only being a young guy and a young teacher in town. So it's great to see them all do well. And that foul shot is good by Brody McDonald. And our score is 25-23, 2.5 minutes left in the opening half. Samuels looking to go. They're going to call him for a travel. Full disclosure, that official who called that travel, both Kevin and I are friends with. We know him. And I'm going to leave it at that.
And we know where he lives.
Yeah, we do know where he lives. He was actually stopped by my house the other day to bring me stuff from his golf tournament. So Zach Allen picks up a foul. That'll be his second in about a minute as he got called for the block, and he gets called for that one. I think he's going to go take a seat for a couple of minutes. And coming back in is number 11, Seth O'Donnell. Great job by Zach Allen. And waiting to come in is Ryan Evans. He's going to come in for Nick Castro after the foul shot. That's good. And here comes Evans into the game. He's going to try to, Coach DeStefano is going to get Nick Castro a little bit of extra rest prior to halftime. Conlon over into the corner to Sullivan. Normally automatic from there, and he makes it again. 28-25 our score. On Caden Sullivan's three-pointer, Franklin takes the three-point lead. Assini moving the ball around, gets it over to McDonald, who gets it to Kilroy, who dribbles in. Nothing doing there. And that gets broken up, but KP comes up with the ball. Kilroy goes to the basket again. He's surrounded by three Panthers, unable to score, but KP gets the rebound. They have not hit the rim yet, so the shot clock never reset. Great job there by Wyatt Herndon, not trying to grab that ball, but tipping it over to Conlon on that rebound, so Franklin could bring it down the court as we get close to a minute left. Oh, that's going to be an illegal screen against O'Donnell. So Kilroy inbounds it to Ryan Higgins, number 5 for the Warriors. Gets it back to Kilroy. You know, Franklin's defense has picked up, Kevin, as that shot's no good, but they get the rebound, kick it out. Kilroy takes a three, no good. Going to be a foul underneath. I think that's going to go against Conlon, yeah. That was a foul on Conlon for a push in the back, so King Phillip will shoot 2 as that's the 5th team foul of the quarter.
Yeah, KP moving that ball pretty good in the offensive end.
And, you know, part of that, I think, picking up the foul there is the first shot's good. Flynn Baker comes into the game for Conlon, but that was a very long possession. They took almost all 35 seconds. Then they got the rebound, took another 20 seconds. That's a lot of time to play the hard defense that Franklin plays. Samuels with the rebound. Bounces it off his teammate's head. Not sure that's how they drew it up before the game, but Sullivan trying to see something here. Gets it to Baker. Back to Sullivan, 15 on the shot clock. Franklin not in a hurry. They're content on bringing that clock down. It's now under 10.
Oh, nice.
And that three-pointer by Wyatt Herndon is good. And that shot is no good, as it occurred after the buzzer was waved off. So at halftime, Franklin is up 31-26 after being down by 9 points at one time. So a nice comeback, Kevin, by them.
Yeah, they said the three started falling, and that turned it all around.
Yeah, huge difference, huge difference. So we're going to take a 9-minute and 30-second break. As I always do, I encourage you to grab a nice cool beverage and a sandwich and then come back and join us. Welcome back. Hope you have your sandwich and your beverage to get ready for the second half. Our score is 31-26. Franklin in the lead over King Philip. I'm Jay Horrigan. I'm here with Kevin Flannery, our special guest of the year. This is the highlight of the season.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I was getting a little nervous in the first half. I said, might be putting a curse on him here.
Well, let's hope they're able to open this lead. First half, they were able to accomplish a lot by the play of Zach Allen was huge for him. So they'll come out. It'll be Franklin's ball to start the half.
Yeah, they showed some really good ball movements and taking it really strong to the hoop and whatnot. And then once those three-pointers started falling, they looked really good.
So you can talk more about basketball than I can hockey because with the couple of games we've done together when Rick used to travel for work, all I knew was kick, save, and a butte. And that's from being a Hartford Whaler fan. So that's how long it's been since I've really learned anything about hockey.
Oh, there
Sullivan,
we go.
there we go.
Good start.
Yep. Let's hope that keeps him warm, puts them up by 8. In case I haven't mentioned, the man in charge tonight is Chris Leverone. He is among the first to arrive, the last to leave. I'm the last to arrive and the first to leave.
Well, you're the talent.
Yeah. That's an overstatement.
Oh.
And we get a travel call there. Yeah, the other night when we finished up, Chris and I finished up the game, I used the line that he was the first to arrive and last to leave, and then Chris immediately reminded me, well, you're the last to arrive and the first to. I'm not the first to leave because I can't get down the stairs as quickly as I used to. Olmsted drives, kicks it out. So the difference, Seth O'Donnell started the half here. Conlin's in, Sullivan's in, Samuels and Olmsted. That's going to be a travel. And we've got a player slow to get up. Looks like he may have twisted his ankle. And he's going to get subbed out. He's having a hard time. That was Tommy Kilroy that got injured. He's going to give way to Brody McDonald. Love that first name, Brody. That's someone, Kevin, that would be in our age group from John Brody as the San Francisco quarterback back when we were growing up.
Oh, that's right.
Now there are a lot of Bradys out there.
That's right. Why is that, you think?
I'm not sure. Nicastro here to shoot a foul shot after getting fouled, and the shot's good. 34-29, a minute and a half into the third quarter. Sullivan, way outside, hits the back rim.
Yeah, Sullivan shot that one from the Rome parking lot.
He absolutely did. Should have grabbed us some food while he was there. KP will bring this up. Sassini being guarded by Sullivan. And now being double teamed. And the official initially, I think, pointed in the wrong direction because he changed it to blue ball, which was the correct call, it looked like. Samuels will go to the basket, kicks it out to Conlin. Conlin gets it to Olmsted. Conlin goes to the basket, and that rolls around no good. King Philip comes up with the rebound. Kicks it out. Long range three, no good. And we're going to have a held ball there. It's going to be King Philip's ball. And Kilroy's coming back in the game here for McDonald. And coming in is Herndon for O'Donnell. 25 left on the shot clock. Kilroy for 3, no good. Rebound, LaPlante, and he gets fouled.
Yeah, nice play by LaPlante there. He got Samuels up. Is it Samuels? Yeah, he got
Yeah.
Samuels up in the air. Got the foul.
That's the second team foul of the quarter. LaPlante, no good there, but he gets another. And he makes that 34-30, our score. Olmsted over to Herndon. Herndon cross court to Conlon to Sullivan, who dribbles into the lane, kicks it out to Olmsted for 3.
Oh.
Good. Nice shot there by Olmsted.
Yeah, that looks like his spot.
Yeah. Yeah, they're getting more comfortable with those threes.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, you know what? We almost had a call there.
Oh.
And we got one there. So there's going to be it looked like, well, I'm not sure. So
Yeah, those are tough calls.
Yeah.
I mean, KP coach is not happy, but it was a big collision.
It looked like initially the officials were coming up and calling a charge as Samuels makes the free throw, makes the score 40-30. But that's a huge call. That ends up being a 3-point play. You take those 3 points off, and it's King Philip's ball. And another block by Samuels. That's 2 for the big guy. LaPlante gets it to Kilroy. LaPlante again.
Oh,
And that's Samuel's 3rd block of the game. This is what Justice Samuels does. He can change a game just by his defense under the basket. And, now the thought is King Philip will be more hesitant to go to the basket. They can't get by him.
Right.
So LaPlante going to shoot here, and that's good. And Zach Allen getting ready to check back in. LaPlante makes both of them. Allen comes in, and he comes in for Conlon. Zach Allen had an excellent first half, helped propel Franklin from being down 9 back into the lead with the lead they held at halftime. Olmsted, no good, kicks it out. Allen. Herndon to Allen. Allen for 3. Ooh. No good. Samuels with the rebound out to Sullivan. Sullivan to his left, then shoots. No good. Olmsted with the rebound. Olmsted out to Samuels. Back to Olmsted to Sullivan. Sullivan goes to the basket.
Yeah.
And they called a travel on him. Some folks not pleased with that call. Just so parents know, when you yell out, "That's terrible, you're wrong," I've never seen an official change his call. LaPlante, nice dish.
Speed.
Assini ends up putting it in, but that play was all LaPlante. 40-34, 3.5 minutes left. Samuels takes it to the basket. It gets right by Kilroy and lays it in. LaPlante for three. No good. Zach Allen with the rebound. Olmsted will push it. That'll be green ball. Some people were looking for a travel there. Might have had a case. Olmsted inbounds it to Samuels, who gets it back to Olmsted. He leans in, bounces it off the backboard for two. Oh, nice pass. Nice. Nicastro with a great pass. Higgins lays it in. KP's last two possessions, Kevin, they've done a really nice job finding the open man. LaPlante's going to get called for a hold before the shot. It'll be Franklin's ball underneath. Conlon will come back in for Herndon. Franklin gets a fresh 35 on the clock. They don't need it because Sullivan lays up the pass from Samuels. 10-point lead again for Franklin. They're moving the ball well. They just can't finish. Sullivan goes down.
Part of that sequence with KP is they were going to take it into the hoop, but then Samuels was waiting for him.
Yeah.
And they kicked it back out.
Yeah. Zach Allen goes out as Herndon comes back in. It'll be King Phillip ball underneath. LaPlante gets it back to Nicastro. To Higgins. Higgins gets it to Kilroy, who shoots three, hits the front of the rim, no good. And the referees are going to talk about this.
I thought Samuels knocked it off the KP player.
And that's, I think, what they have. So LaPlante's going to go out. Just coming in is LePayne. Yeah, it looked that way, Kevin, on that out of bounds. Olmsted goes to the basket. No good, gets his own rebound, gets fouled. Ball doesn't go in, so he'll shoot two.
Yeah, I like what I see from Olmsted. He's a solid player.
He's
fast,
tough.
He's strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That foul's on Higgins. So Olmsted will shoot two. Looking to extend that lead to 11 with 1:35 left in the third.
Yeah, Olmsted getting the foul shots here because he followed up his own shot.
Yeah.
Oh, good work.
You know what? He misses the second. He is not afraid to get in there and mix it up. And that's another hallmark of this Panther team. They are tough. Oh, Nicastro with an off-balance shot. Nice play by him. And Olmsted goes in, kicks it out to Sullivan. Gets back over to this side to Samuels, back to Sullivan. Sullivan goes to the basket, and they're going to call a foul there on LePayne, which it looked like LePayne may have tried to reach for the ball while Sullivan was driving to the basket. Just he was unable to get it, and he fouled Sullivan as he went up. Sullivan will shoot two. Ryan Evans checking in for King Phillip. And going out is LePayne. So normally, the Panthers shoot a much higher foul shot percentage than they are tonight. They've missed. That's 4 in a row. 2 by Sullivan, and then just before 2 by Olmsted. Can't remember the last time I saw him miss 4 foul shots in a row.
Probably one of the reasons they're undefeated.
Yeah. Oh, and that's going to be a good basket there by Kilroy and a foul on Samuels. And Kilroy will shoot one. And Zach Allen will come in for Samuels with 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Yet it is funny, Kevin, how teams this way nowadays, even if they make 60% of their foul shots, they're considered tremendous. Olmsted for three, no good. Tried to give it some body English. Kilroy gets it to Nicastro. Shot in the corner, no good. Higgins comes up short in the three-point attempt, and Franklin can hold it for the last shot. And that's Coach Neely instructed Olmsted to do that. Olmsted goes to the basket, lays it up, no good. King Phillip with the rebound. Kilroy with the long-range three, no good. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, it is Franklin 46 and King Phillip 40.
Yeah, we got a bit of a game here. Franklin had a nice, comfortable 9-point lead at one point, and it's a little. If you hit those foul shots, you got nothing to worry about. But.
Yeah. At one point, they were up 10, 46-36, and the last 2 baskets were scored by King Phillip to tighten it up. So 8 minutes left in regulation to decide this game. Again, Jay Horrigan with special guest of the year, Kevin Flannery. So just so people don't think that we bring the hockey guys over to basketball, I was asked to do a hockey game this year. And I was, yeah.
That's probably because of me. I was away.
I think you were away.
Yeah.
They wanted me to do it with Rick, and Rick texted me, oh, God, please don't do it. No, he did. He did. But I wasn't available that night. I wasn't able to do it. I would have loved to have done it.
Well, we found another replacement, though. We got Jim Derrick to do it.
I know, and I heard one night he and Jen Levine.
Yep.
Yeah, did it. Now, one of the officials out there that you and I may know or may not know, he knows both of them very well because he's very active with the Safe Coalition, and Jim Derrick and Jen Levine run that organization here in the area.
Great organization. Yeah. Doing a lot of good work.
Yeah, and the official that we may or may not know is a big-time involvement with them.
Oh, nice play.
Zach Allen for 2. So we've got Herndon playing tight defense on Assini. Oh. Higgins ended up falling down. The ball rolled loose. Franklin came up with it. Samuels for 3. Back rims it, no good. Kilroy comes up with the rebound.
Oh, nice.
And then Allen steals on the bounce pass, and he brings it up. Gets it to Herndon, who gets it to Olmsted for 3. No good. Olmsted's shot, you could just see him after he shoots it. He tries to use body English to get it in. He's just not overly confident right now. He just needs to hit a few.
Woo!
Herndon for 3. (51-40). Franklin with the biggest lead of the game, 11 points. Herndon playing real aggressive defense on Nicastro. Kilroy for 3, no good. Rebound Franklin. Sullivan will bring it up. 6:20 left in the game. Franklin by 11. Olmsted bumping with Higgins. Zach Allen looking for an opening. Gets it to Sullivan. And Zach from far away, no good. Rebound Evans. Gets it to Assini. And before the shot, Herndon's going to be called for a blocking foul. And King Philip will inbound it under their own basket. Coming back in is LaPlante for Ryan Evans. 5:53 left.
Franklin up by 11.
Yeah. Looks like some form of a football game broke out in the other half of the gym or something. Samuels with the rebound. Franklin looking to push it, increase their lead here. That gets knocked out of bounds by Assini. And Franklin will inbound it with 29 left on the shot clock. 5.5 minutes left in regulation. Sullivan gets it into Samuels. Samuels cross court. Nice pass to Zach Allen. Zach for three.
Oh,
good.
Beautiful.
And after the three, Coach C.J. Neely takes a timeout for the Franklin Panthers with the Panthers leading 54-45-22 left in this contest. And Franklin opening it up a little bit.
Yeah, Franklin's got a couple of corner shooters for sure, I think. And Herndon and then Allen.
Yeah, and if they can keep hitting it, and that's a lot, I think, what Coach Neely does. He's got 7-8 players that normally play in a tight game, and he's looking for the combination that's going to shoot the best. He has said to us, and he's done it for as long as I can remember, he loves for guys to cut to the basket, bring the ball to the basket, but he'd almost like it kicked back out if there's a player open for a three-point shoot. He'd rather have the three-point shot than the easy bucket inside, which is kind of what today's game has turned into.
You know, if you've got the shooters, then fine.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And Franklin over the last several years have had the shooters.
So interesting lineup for Franklin too. I mean, I count 9 seniors on this team.
Yeah.
And only 2 juniors.
Easier way to count them than trying to read that small writing. There's 9 banners.
Okay.
Up across from us. And there's 8 girls banners. So there's 8 girls seniors. There's 9 boys seniors on the team. But there's also a freshman on the Franklin varsity team.
Yeah, they're going to have a very young team next year.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a walk, wasn't it?
Maybe.
What do I know?
Assini lays that in, cuts the lead to 12. Oh, just a little too high for Sullivan there. And he was unable to pull it in. So King Philip will inbound it. That shot by Higgins is off. Herndon comes up to the rebound, gets it to Samuels. Samuels goes right to the basket, no good. And Higgins comes up with the rebound. And his shot's no good. Zach Allen ends up with the rebound. Olmsted will slow it up a little bit here. Just over 4 minutes left. Franklin by 12. And Kevin, you are right. This has been, so far, knock on wood, a fast-moving game. Sullivan for 3. No good. You know, one thing for Franklin that's pretty impressive is they've been able to open up this 12-point lead with Sullivan not really having a great game. And normally, when they play this year, the games we've seen here at home, he at least has a real good half. But being picked up by Zach Allen has done a great job. And KP's out of bounds. Sub coming in.
They're spreading the scoring around.
Yeah.
I mean, again, for not having seen this team play before, I mean, they got some guys who can play.
Yeah.
And guys who can shoot.
Well, a lot of them, especially, with that 7-8 guys that play a lot, they're fairly interchangeable. And as we said earlier, they're looking for the hot hand. That's going to be off of King Philip. Franklin will inbound it with 18 on the shot clock. Herndon will inbound it right below us. Gets it to Olmsted. Samuels circles around. His layup is no good. King Philip pushing it. Nicastro, his shot is long. Franklin gets a rebound. Now under 3 minutes left.
Yeah, Franklin just use up all that
Use some
clock.
of that shot clock, yeah. And I think that's what Coach Neely was telling them. Despite the fact that they have 54 points, they're not having their best night offensively, as Coach Neely calls it timeout with 15 on the shot clock. And Franklin leading 54-42, 2:34 left. So they're able to have this lead with not having their best night.
Yeah.
Which shows you the talent on the team.
Yeah, I mean, they've been pretty good at rebounding from what I've seen.
Hold on one second, Kevin. The legendary Marcus Bowmiller just walked by. Marcus, how are you? Say hello to people.
Good. Hello, people.
Thank you. Marcus once a star here at Franklin High School. Always a star here at Franklin High School.
Hoping the name still carries some weight.
It does. How's your mom and dad?
They're great.
How's Sam?
Sam's great.
Awesome.
How are you?
Good. Thank you for messaging me the other day.
Your name popped up.
Yeah.
I had to connect with you.
Hey, always good to see Marcus Bowmiller. He has the best hair that ever played in the Hockomock League.
That's saying a lot.
That is saying a lot. Marcus and his brother Sam, both very impactful on the Franklin basketball program when they both played here. His older brother Sam actually went to Babson and won a Division III national title his senior year. And then it coached with Coach Neely for a couple of years. Franklin will inbound the ball with 2.5 minutes left. Olmsted goes to the basket.
Oh, man. Okay.
I don't know if he got fouled or ran into the guy, or the guy kind of put his forearm out.
Yeah, I saw the arm come out there a little bit.
That shot no good. Franklin will take control, 2:15 left. They can run this down to under 2 with a 12-point lead. Bodies dropping everywhere, Kevin.
Yeah, I think the refs
like
want to go home.
hockey game.
Refs want to go home early.
Yeah. I will text the ref we may or may not know later to ask him if that in fact was the case. Oh, nice pass by Sullivan. Zach Allen for 3. No good. But they ate up that entire shot clock. We're down to 1:40 left. Herndon picks up the foul. But 1:40, 12-point lead. Should feel fairly comfortable, but you never know. It is high school basketball with high school kids. I've seen stranger things. Not the TV show. I mean, stranger things on the court. LaPlante's pass that was a Franklin player hit that. Absolutely. And they just didn't see it. The officials either were screened out, at least from our angle it looked like.
Yeah, the KP coach wasn't beefing about it.
Yeah. Well, he said something to one of the officials. Herndon moving it around. Franklin could bring it under a minute this possession. Sullivan almost loses control, but gets it back, goes to the basket, unable to lay that in. But he does get fouled, and Caden Sullivan will shoot 2 with 56.8 left as half of the student section has moved on, and they're on to their Friday night plans. But nice crowd tonight. Sullivan hits that one, and Coach Neely's going to call a timeout with 56.8. Kevin, at the hockey games, do you see a lot of the student section there?
It's been weak this year.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a good job of being here for the boys' game. There's not as much of a representation for the girls' games. They were real good for the football team until the football team lost in the playoffs up at Methuen. And then it also got very cold outside, so I don't blame them.
If it's at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. But, Franklin had a weird home schedule for hockey. They had 1 week where they had 4 home games.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I wonder why that was. Because you're right, it's so odd, and it almost puts them at a disadvantage.
Yeah, if you're going good,
yeah,
that's fine. But if you're not, you got problems. But they play their last home game this coming Wednesday.
Wow. So, and they're like all these teams, their seasons are winding down. I will let people know that a lot of the final power rankings come out on February 22nd, and Franklin TV, as Sullivan makes that, in conjunction with Mass Live, are going to do bracket reveal shows again. This will be our 4th season of doing it. We did it last winter for basketball and the winter sports. We did it in the spring, did the fall sports, and now we're back to the winter sports. So it'll be our 4th season doing these bracket reveal shows, and they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We don't quite have it where we flip the bracket over yet, but give us time.
Somebody working on that in the basement?
Yeah. That gets knocked away. King Philip comes up with it.
Oh.
This, despite it being a 14-point spread with 30 seconds left, this, for the most part, had been a closer game until the last, say, 4 minutes, Kevin. So King Philip, I think, acquitted themselves very well tonight.
Yeah, they did. They came out fast, built up a big lead.
Yeah.
Franklin just a little bit, they've got more players. They're a little bigger, a little stronger.
Seem a little quicker and a little more athletic than King Philip. King Philip, like we were talking earlier, has a couple of players that play a lot on the basketball team that were instrumental in their football team going to the Super Bowl. So they're multi-sport athletes. Whereas most of the Franklin, if not all the Franklin players, just play basketball year-round. And that hits the stanchion up top with 10.1. So Franklin will end up winning this. Franklin will go to 12-0 in the Hockomock League, 16-0 overall. They've got 4 games left in the season. I believe it's 4, maybe 5. And Franklin will leave with a victory tonight, 56-42. Kevin, any final illustrious thoughts here?
No, this was a lot of fun. I mean, I hadn't seen Franklin play in years.
Yeah.
And they got a solid team. They've got all guys on the court that can play.
Yeah,
they do.
It's
like they can't, if they shut down one guy, another guy's going to be open. He's going to hit shots.
Absolutely. Well, they played very well in the second half tonight. So I have to thank Kevin Flannery for joining me. Like I said, it was the special guest of the year coming out and joining me. So thank you, Kevin. Also thanks to Chris Leverone, the first to arrive, the last to leave. And I'm Jay Horrigan, the last to arrive, the first to leave.